I want just one. One? You are now wondering why all of this is causing problem because you guys never sat down to have these conversations. So as people who are friends are now going into partnership, you need to sit down, discuss, plan out, have a map as to how you intend your lives to be. Because if you do not have a map, if you don't have a plan for your life, you guys are heading for chaos, so there'll be problem. Even people who even have agreement, there's always confusion in the midst of all your agreements you've had. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Even with your friends, when people would have had conversations and agreed on things, somehow, there's usually disagreement at the end of the day. Now, talk more of the person you are now married to, you are living in a house with. But we spoke about this in last night. What changed? Maybe I was sleepy, I did not understand, or now that I'm looking at it this way, I'm not. So we need to have basic, you should have the basic of agreement, of partnership in things. And a lot of times, I notice that people have a way of putting their spouses or their partners under the bus. Sometimes when the road is tough, you have a way of just saying, me, I do not really agree. I was just there.
I told you so.
Exactly. We are quick to say, I told you so. When things happen, there's always that part of you saying, Shay, you were the one that insisted. After I was not. No, that's not partnership. You stay through till the end. Even if you want to correct the person, there are ways to which you can do it. I remember even this morning, we were having a staff meeting, and there was a particular topic, a particular thing I told my husband that this particular thing that you are doing for next time's sake. It's not like I was approving of what he was doing, but I said, for next time's sake, it's not going to be like this because it's going to affect you as a person. So I could have said, after all, I told you. In fact, even when he walked in, he had things to say. I couldn't just say, I said it. But it would have been very bad. So most times you stay true till the end, but you learn from them. So when you partner with people, when you're friends with people, you put out the cards on the table. You don't hold back. Like if I say I'm friends with someone, I go all out. Like this my sister here. If you're in her circle, she's an abido shaker. She will shake everywhere for you. That's how it's supposed to be. As friends, as somebody who you're going to be in partner with, you should be all out for that person. You don't hold back. When you love, I believe as people, when we love, we give our all. We don't hold back. Am I in this alone or you agree with me? Yes, because some people love a reservation. You just feel like, let me be careful in case when it comes to marriage, you can't do that. The truth is, once you say I do till the very end, no matter what is coming, you're supposed to be there with that person. So it's a partner in crime. In marriage, that's what it is. Your partner in crime with that person. If they are saying the man is not good, just know that it's the two of you. It's not only the man. That's partnership. So this person has to be good for it to make it work. So if they are saying, Mr. Right is a very good man, it's me. Yes, it's our goodness. Do you get? So when they say, well, this man's wife is like, just know if you are the man, know that report is for you. It's not just for the woman alone. And the same goes for the woman. So when you're in partnership, you try, you do everything within you to help this other person get better. Especially if you're someone who sees people and you are able to help. Like someone like my husband. My husband is a good partner. My husband has really pulled me out a lot. Because if you leave me alone, I just want to be my thing. I don't want stress. Don't stress me. And but my husband has a way of pushing me. Most times, I used to feel like I used to set myself up. If I tell my husband that, sweet, if I tell my husband I want to sell nylon, my God, we will sell that nylon. My husband will research, he will do his findings, and at the end of the day, how far? What findings, most times when he's asking me, okay, this thing you want to do, what are the findings you've done? It's just, is that how it's done? What research have you done regarding this kind of thing? That's partnership. You You try to make that person better. You don't just leave them hanging, and you don't just, because you feel like this person is not doing too much. I have a coconut head though. Yes, you go talk tire. Yes, because like I said, I'm someone who doesn't want to be stressed. But my husband has helped me a great deal. A typical example. My husband kept telling me about going back to school for as long as I could remember. We used to have this conversation. I say, hey, I've heard to pass. My husband had a very funny way of doing reminder. How far? Have you made any research regarding going back? Maybe. So this particular conversation kept going on and on for a very long time. And then one of those days, he just told me, this is the last time I'm bringing this conversation up. In fact, he now reported me to one of our mentors. We now had a WhatsApp call. And the mentor too now told me that this is the last time I will be having this conversation with you. And the next time I call and you do not give me good feedback, just know that I'm going to leave you alone. Okay? So 2 people have given me, my dear family members. The next day, that's how I entered. Though. I went to the school, made inquiry. I came back. I was like, okay, so this is it. Oh, they say I can even start registration now. So you can just start. Say yes. So in 2 days' time, you go back. I will go back. I was thinking we'll wait for the next. In my mind, let's just wait till the next. Yeah. My husband said, you're going back. And that was how I went back. And today, I'm almost rounding up. If you had left me my coconut head, I'll still be telling him, just hold on first. Give me time. Give me. I don't know why I always do that, but that's why I said in partnership, you need to realize people's strengths and weaknesses. You don't capitalize on their weaknesses. Because I tell you, most times, if you look out for those weaknesses, there's a lot. There's a lot that you will see. And it most times is true and is not good. So the best thing you can do is you capitalize on people's strength. Is it usually easy? No. But we push. Because let me tell you something. If you do not follow through with your person, somebody is going to be dragging somebody behind. No matter how you think you are going forward, you are getting, I'm telling you, if one person is behind, like I said, if you get good comments regarding your spouse and you're feeling good, it's teamwork, Abi. It's the same way when you get bad feedback. It's teamwork. It's still the same thing. So the same thing goes to pushing each other up, supporting each other, partnering with each other. When we partner with each other, we achieve more. We get better more. We touch lives more. Not just your family, but even people around you. So when it comes to partnership and friendship, this is one of the things I want us to see. That when you're friends with someone, you're there to encourage, you're there to love up, you're there to be in that person's life to encourage them. You're there in their lives to make them see possibilities most times. I'm telling you that most times the friends you keep matters. Because there are some friends who will drag you down. Or there are some of these friends who will actually push you up, who want you to be better at what you do. So with these 2 points of mine, I hope I've been able to give out some pointers regarding friendship and relationship. I want us to see it in this light that when you're friends with someone, it's not just the end of it. If you decide to move further with people, to be partners with them in your relationship, it's better you go all out with it and not hold back. Please don't do one leg in, one leg out. Don't second guess. And if you cannot see yourself getting married to somebody, there's no need. That's how I see it. There's no need holding. What's that thing singles do now? Say, let's say I go to a talking stage. Don't do that. If you do not see yourself beyond, that's how it used to be for me. If I cannot see myself marrying this person, there's no need. We can't move further. You're just hello, hi. So let's not do talking stage for long. You're not getting boyfriend or girlfriend benefit at the end of it. Let's not do all of those things. For the singles, please. If he's not your ideal person, be polite about it. Let them know on time. There's no need holding back. There's no need giving them false hope. Let them know and nobody will die at last. Amen. Amen. Thank you and God bless you.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, so we're going to do something together for my own session, right? And we'll see how we'll make it work together because I'm going to handle intimacy for those who are married and for those who are single. I'll see how we can balance. How many of us are single here? Let me see. The married people are many. Wow. How many of us are single? You should actually, that's who you are. There's nothing you can do. If you could do something about it, you would have done it since. Right? Okay, so this is what we are going to be doing. For those of us that are single, we have activities to do. Those of us that are married, we have activities to do. Do you understand? And now that's because I'm going to be talking about understanding the mutual understanding part and also the intimacy part. But then, let's do this work. If you are, where's my PA for today? Alright, come. She's doing relationship with her husband. So drop your phone, drop your book, come with your assessments too. Right. So let's do this together because we'll still be going to question and answers and go and standard at the right fashion. Once is our close time, we'll close. Right. For those who came late, you missed because we started exactly 4 and we started doing the activities. So give me the last part. Okay, now I know some of you have never seen naked. Give me a clean one. I know some of you have never seen a naked person before. I know. I know some of you have never even seen yourself. I mean, of course, we have actually seen ourselves in front of the mirror naked. Right. And the mirror has a way make you feel like yours. No, let's use this one. Yes. Let's keep this young. And the mirror has a way it makes your stomach look flatter. Until you start and give the mirror your side view. You now see your research. Okay, so for those who are married, this is the work you are going to be doing right now. Right. And the work is that this is 2 pages. So one side is a lady, the other side is a guy for those who are married. So check your assessment right now, you will see that. What you have to do is something simple. Shade the part of your body, right, that you think is a hot spot, is a sensitive part that your spouse during intimacy should focus on. So all the hot spots of your body, shade them. How many of us checked our email, the email we use for our tickets? We have been sending emails, like morning and evening. And you see the way they said yes. Zero to what the email said you should do. He said you should join the particular WhatsApp group. Did you join the particular WhatsApp group? And you joined. In the book of James, do not be hearers only, but doers. Right? So if you are a guy, and this is a guy, shade your own part. If you are a lady, so if I'm a guy right now, I will shade the hot spots of my part of the body. I'll just shade that area, right? More or less like these are the parts that are the hot spot of my body. I will go to the other side, which is that of my wife, and shade the parts of her body that I think are her hot spots. Do you understand that? Right, so that's what you're supposed to do right now if you are married. If you are single, alright, don't bring me a single one. Nobody will shade anything for you, sorry.
Nobody's supposed to be shading.
Thank you, ma'am. So for those who are single, behind your puzzle, right? Your puzzle. Behind it, just the second page, you will see which kind of bush rat laugh is that? Now, if you go and you see so the second page for you, married people, you are already working on your own now, right? I want to believe that you are working on your own. So for the single people, now the barcode for you to join our community is also shown on the screen. So you can always scan it. The barcode, you see the barcode, you will see the link under, it will roll down, you see the link under, use to join our community. Now for the single people, see there's an inner vow, right? You are single right now. What are the things for you to be able to choose the right person, or you want to attract the right person, or you want to get married, you plan on getting married? So do this right now. Let's see as many as you can do. Right. So the things I need to do less of, the things I need to do more of, the things I need to stop doing, the things I need to start doing. Right. When Ore came earlier on, Ore led us to do the anxiety, the stress, and the work-life balance. So if you did your work-life balance, if you did the wheel of life, you want to go and spy that your wheel of life right now and come back and check, what is it I'm supposed to do less of? What is it I'm supposed to do more of? What is it I'm supposed? So you see, everything is interconnected, right? These assessments that you have right now, when we are administering assessments for people see and they just want, what they just want to do is assessment is 30K. All right. So how many assessments do you have here? Times it. If you were to book counseling session with me and you said you just wanted to do assessment, you would be doing a 30K pie per one assessment, depending on the assessment I'm administering. Right. So check it now. Let's just do it. Let's do it here. My time is running up. Let's finish it. If you don't have pencil, we have pencil for you. We got you. If you don't have, we have pencils for you, or you will pay. Because in the email we said you should come with your own writing material. So in the email we said come with your own writing material. So if you don't have the writing material, we will give you and you will pay. So married couples, your work is simple because it's shade. You don't have to think too much now. Or when you can sit think, if they touch me for here, it will work like that those days. Who is the person that did that song? If you touch me like this, in the night when the wind was so cold. Rainy season has come now. Single people right. Right. If you are single, right. That's what this phrase is for. You are writing down and you are reviewing your life. You are writing it. Right. Right. I want to say thank you, every guys, for joining us. Many people right now could not get the follow-up. They got the follow-up emails. They did not check their emails. That's why they are not here. Actually, that's actually why they are not here. They are not checking their emails to see the follow-up message, to get the further details to be here. If you are yet to be part of our Better Marriage community, please join. Our next edition of Better Marriages will happen in September, so watch out for it and the rest. So let's see. Married people, if you are done shading, or where is the other part? There's one part. Why did you marry your spouse? Yes. So if you're done, what page is that? Yeah. So married people, if you check, if you flip, you will see one place that has relationship and marital assessments. You can do it too. For those who are married, there's a page for marital relationship and marital assessments for those who are married. So for those who are single, this part, whether you are single to stupor, single that needs miracle, single that needs God to show up, what God cannot do doesn't exist, or you are single, you are in a relationship, but your relationship is longer than some other people's marriages. You know, there are single people like that. Their relationship is 3 years old. Meanwhile, Sonia's marriage is 2 years old, 2 months old. Ore's marriage is weeks. Some days it's up to 1 week. 3 weeks now. Our marriage is 3 weeks too. So there are some people's relationship that is older than their marriage. Right? So, but whichever level you are as a single, that assessment can still help you out.
So let's see. Let's get it done.
Okay. If you need extra sheet, we have. We sent it to your house, so you have to go home to pick it up. Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with this part, this is actually my session. I'm done. Right. So if you're married, this is what you do. You go back home, and you and your spouse will discuss these different hot zones of the body. Okay, I never knew you liked here. You liked here. And besides this here that you like, what do you like? Do you like me pinching it, rubbing it, holding it, grabbing it, kissing it? Do you, what parts do you, so you want to go back and discuss that, right? Then, for also those who are married, we have a, if you flip, we have a puzzle for you, right? And the rules for it in that puzzle, there's a puzzle for married people, right? And the rules for it is also there. The words I will give you, sorry, yours is better marriages. You are not for single in the hands of the creator. But there's a puzzle for married people that is not in that of the single people. So if you not pick the right assessment tools, sorry. So you want to play all the words there and discuss it. Now, if you're single, so if you're married, one of the things you realize is that over time, your sexual preferences, please, I just gotta forget this thing. So help me drop that thing down. The stand. No. Behind you. Yes. So I don't forget it. If not, I can cry. Now, if you're married, so you want to go back and have those conversations, you want to have those discussions, and this is the interesting thing about being married, is that your likes and your desires over time, they change. So if you don't check repeatedly, you may keep on doing something and think that your spouse still likes them without you knowing that that thing has changed. Right? So somebody today that will say my weak point is kissing, the next day can start saying your mouth is smelling. I'm talking to you, I'm afraid. Right? So you want to do that. So it gets to change, and you want to do these things regularly to know where are we right now. Then for those of us who are single, you want to always check your life and check back. Some of you, your work life, if your work and your career is in 9-10 right now, and your fun, your general relationship and socializations below 5, I can trust God on your behalf to say that you are not getting married this year. You will not. Because it is work you are married to. You know, some people, their spirituality is 10, but their social life and fun life is like 3. Yes, we know you. Yeah, it's a song for you already. I am married to Jesus. So you will not get married this year. Even next year, you will not get. So I don't pray for people. That's why I don't pray for people to get married. Because I don't know whether they actually want to get married. I can't pray for you to get married when how many of us remember that first game? The instruction was clear. Ask who is the person that has a pet. Take the person's phone number and what? Take the person's name and what? How many of us? Many of us did not do it. So how will you not be able to communicate and connect with the person? Thank you so much for this session. Over to Lashe for question and answers time. So we have a general question and answers time generally. Alright, please put your hands there for Ore so that she can go and meet her husband. Like when she was single, I bullied her a lot. But now that she's married, that's why my body is now to lose body. My bullying is now on Tolu. So that's moved from Ore now to Tolu. Let her be looking at, in case people don't know Tolu is at the back. She's my executive assistant. She's that black girl with blue cuts. She's my executive assistant. She's single. We are trusting God.
We are really trusting God.
We are trusting God on her behalf. We are praying that God will open her heart. It's not that they are not husbands, but she's looking for money. So we are praying to God to give her money pray to God to give out the things of this time so that her heart will not be opened. Okay.
No, we are not taking anymore.
Praise the Lord. How many of us enjoyed old sessions?
People that came late to us.
So I'm passing the mic. So you tell me what session exactly you enjoyed and what exactly stood out to you there. Sure. You faith. You say it's with faith like I would have enjoyed this session because of exactly.
Yes, I would have enjoyed the who did you meet session.
Like, what session did you enjoy?
Yes, the who did you meet session, I really enjoyed that. And the Vivian session too.
Who else wants to?
Enjoy the session. Mrs. Alright talked about partnership and friendship.
Okay, who else? We did enjoy the sessions, or we just don't want to talk.
I enjoyed the friendship, relationship, and partnership.
But I also enjoyed the who did you meet, their numbers and everything. So it was very interactive. We got to meet a lot of people and know them more. Sorry. Sorry.
You said what?
I said, I also enjoyed that somebody made these people, and I was thinking that we don't have to see.
In your mind, there are not to 6 people and until you started counting.
Okay, so from whatever session you enjoyed, probably maybe there were some things that you didn't understand, or there are some questions you have about what Auntie Vivian said or what Barrister Ora said. Kindly ask. Like, this is Q&A session. So, what don't you know? What do you want to know more about?
Even if it's general, even if it's outside anything that
Yes.
we talk about.
Thank you. I think my question is directed to Auntie Vivian. We're talking about how that before. Let me just try to get you right. We're talking about how that before you got married, you had certain things that you would I say like a vision for where you are going to. My question is, how did you really go about that, and how were you able to track the growth, or if you're able to meet them?
Okay, so first things first, we had a journal. We had a journal, yes, and then we spoke about things we wanted. So there were things you would write down, and then for follow up. So there's that writing. Of course, he was in Ibadan and I was in Makurdi, so we used to do a lot of phone calls. I don't know if people know CUG. We used to use 9 Mobile. So my husband practically knew my daily routine from Monday to Sunday because we used to talk a lot. And I could tell what he was doing in Makurdi, in Ibadan, because in fact, when he's in all nights for rehearsal, I used to know, in fact, a lot of them, they're hearing, sugar, everybody knew me. And he used to call me Sugar. So all his friends from the rehearsal, everybody is struggling. And on my tongue, give me, I want to talk to Sugar. Sugar, how are you? And then his friends knew me. I knew his friends. In fact, most of them, I knew them before I saw them because we used to talk. And then when I had the opportunity to come to Ibadan like that. So we practically used to talk about everything. Even conversations I would normally not want to have. But because there's a goal, we are planning something. So let's talk about it. So even when he got to number of children, I told him I wanted 3. He said he wanted 2 girls, and I had 2 girls. Which man wants 2 girls? I was not able to say I want 2 girls. But to the glory of God, today, I'm sorry, Bele. He gave and I collected. I collected what he gave me. So we have.
I shot many instead of going for the guests.
I did not go for the
Millions.
to the glory of God. I'm the queen of boys, 2 boys. So we spoke about those things, even to the career path, what I was going to be doing, because he already knew I liked children and I was going to work with children. So it was an established fact. And he knew I was willing and ready to leave home to start a life anywhere. Because you know, there are some women who tell you, me, I cannot leave home, I'm used to where I am. In fact, one of the first things, I said, yes, me, I don't mind, I can go anywhere once it's married. I was ready to relocate to another place. So we had a book where we had things written down, the vision, the plans for the family, and how.
I know if you ask me, or rather I would drop it in the Better Marriages community, is that I have created a more or less like a conversation starter for singles, because you hear people ask me, how can we talk for long? There are people who say there are issues and things you should discuss about, right? But me, I focus on how to talk for long. If you talk for long with someone, maybe it's because I'm also a lawyer, right? Once you are talking for long, I can know if you are lying, right? I can know the thoughts and the intents of your heart once you talk for long. But some people ask me, how can I talk for long? Like, how can I be on phone call with you and I will talk for 5 hours or 3 hours? You know, these days, these are even good, right? You have Bluetooth. In those days, we did not have Bluetooth. The best we had were earpiece. Do you understand? The best we had, earpiece was the best we had. Do you get the picture right now? And we needed to, in fact, before you started having WhatsApp calls and the rest, we had to go and do CUG lines. Sometimes I'm in church, like when we were in that relationship, if I came for a meeting like this, you were sure that my wife was listening to what was in that meeting. Because I will be on call, and in the meeting, my phone is still on that call, and she's actually listening to everything that is happening in that meeting. We were that deliberate. I don't know whether you get it now. We were actually in our own part that deliberate. So if you have the conversation starters, you want to know all the things. Okay, there is one that I could share with you. That is just about 5,000 naira. Is by Muti FA, right? Or people that I'm doing pre-marriage counseling for, I usually recommend that material for them. It's by Muti FA. The one I have is free, right? Things for you to talk about. Then there's one by Muti FA, like the different aspects of marriage, the different things when it comes to even church. Whose church should we go to? Should we go after getting married? Should we go to the husband's church, the wife's church, or we should choose another church? Because there's actually no rule that says that you cannot choose another church. You get it? Like, for example, Ore and Sam just got married, and they got married in the same church. The two of them can decide to say, okay, the dynamics have changed now. Like, when people got married, your in-laws were in that church, right? You can decide to say, I don't want to go to the same church that my in-laws are in. Yes, the two of us may have been attending this church before, but now that we are married, I want us to go to another independent church where we will not have to be under the paying eyes of our in-laws every time. So there are many of these things you just get to talk, because there's no rule. Okay, not that there are no rules, but there's no black and white. It must be like this. Which surname are we going to use after marriage? That will be part of the discussion. Because I have people who are coming to meet me, and they are coming for counseling, and the quarrel is that I need to, he says I must change my name. And I'm like, he says I must change my name. It's a conversation people are having in marriage. So when you were single, what did you decide on? Do you get that picture now? Okay, and now that we are getting married, it's after we have gotten married, I'm saying let us move from this apartment. She say no, or blah blah blah. Like, those are decisions you ought to have done. And there's a simple trick to go about it. Let me just tell you the simple trick. Anything that's a problem out there, anything that is a problem you see movies and you see a problem. You go on social media and you hear certain trends and the rest. Anything that's a problem, bring it to your relationship and discuss it. Do you get it right now? So if there are many single people right now who will say ABC is my deal breaker, but their spouse does not know, or rather the person they are dating does not even know that that thing is a deal breaker. Do you get it now? That person does not even know that it's a deal breaker. Are you getting it? So the certain conversations you need to have, you just because it's because people are in better marriages. I used to tell people that I don't bother again about what people are doing with their relationship or their marriage, because it brings me money. It brings me money. The cheapest now my office charges for divorce is 3.5. Cheapest, you beg, 3.5. So if you want to do anyhow in your marriage, why should I be begging you? You know, on a very serious, am I not taking away my own source of income? Right? So I'm not like, please let us sit down and just, so if you are having, so right now, the Frank Idoho, Chike, Sandra conversation that has been going on. The question I want to ask is, especially for those who are single, including those who are married, what conversations, what conclusions, what decisions have you and your spouse or you and your partner made from this trendy story? It's as simple as that. If you are in a relationship right now and this thing is trending, is it something you are consuming? My question is, what conversations are you having? Do you get the picture? So if I see something on social media or I see something like that, I'm actually asking myself, how do I implement it in my marriage? How do I, because do you know the thing that many people are busy talking about is that how can you, a married woman, be cheating? It is only men that can cheat. How can you, a man, be sleeping with a married woman? That's this conversation almost everybody is talking about. How are those conversations helping your own marriage? So you see, that's what the Bible calls idle gossip. Old wise fable. Now people are fable. I don't know that you are getting it right now. So this thing is happening, but you people are talking about it every day on social media. Listening about it every day with your friends. But how has the conversation narrowed to your own marriage? How can you say this is from this thing, we have zoomed it down to your own marriage? It is that if your husband does not send you his keeping human list, you go and look for a chicken. I don't mind. I don't mind. See, there are some things that I say, and I tell people that I'm not like every other person. It's the good thing about it that no other person out there can attack me like that. The reason why you cannot attack me is that by experience and by qualification, I have both of them. The truth about it is that in all of them, who is the winner? Is it the woman or Chike? Because everybody is looking at it as if the woman is the winner. She's not. The guy is the winner. Because on a normal day, somebody that would have not been easy for him to get, he got the person cheaply. Oh, people don't see it that way.
I don't get that. Sorry.
If your husband toasted you for 6 months before you agreed, and right now because you want to pay your husband back, you now sleep with a boy that toasted you for, that did not even toast you at all, that you are the one that went to toast the boy. Who won? Because on a normal day, for that boy to get you on a normal day, if you are not trying to pay somebody back, that boy would ordinarily not have been able to get you. If he would have been able to get you, he would have spent a lot and done a lot. But now he has not gotten you on a platter of gold. Who lose? No, it's not who lose. Who is the bigger winner? That's the thing I say about life. I usually tell people that I see life as politics. I actually see life as politics. in the end of the day, you may think that you are the winner. You know, let's go back to scripture. The Bible says, if the prince of this world had known, he would not have sacrificed who? The King of Glory, the Son of Glory, right? So which means that when they sold Jesus, he thought he had won.
Yeah.
When they were flogging Jesus, he thought that he had won. When they crucified Jesus, he thought that they had won until Jesus died. Until Jesus died, he discovered that all the investment he put in was waste. So I like looking at this from the end. When I look at it from the end, and I ask myself, out of everything that's happened now, who has won? Me, my colleagues, lawyers, they have won. From the divorce, from the scandal that they are filing suits, this suit, they have won. The next people that are winning is counselors. Counselors are winning because this one is coming from mental health, that one is coming from mental health. Who you people that are not connected to them? You are not having mental health issues because of them. Counselors have won. The next people that have won are pharmaceutical companies. You are not buying paracetamol and you are not buying antidepressants. You are not because of another positive. Now, at the end of the day, the three of them are our products. Can you see it now? Do you see? Do you actually see it? The three of them have now become our products. If we are discussing them and gisting about them, we are discussing like, if we go court now, how you think handle this case? Imagine you are the counselor, imagine you are the therapist. How will you handle this case? And all of a sudden, it will trigger, those stories will trigger things in other people's lives and other people's families. And their relationships, so it will not come to us. So who is the bigger winner now? Am I not the bigger winner? I'm actually the bigger winner because of what has happened there. Some people have said they cannot take the rubbish from their spouse again, so now they want to divorce. So they will pay me. I won. So as the story is going, I like the story going more. Let it be going more because you just be triggering trauma and the rest of other people and those people will become me. If you don't protect yourself, I will not protect you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Any other question?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So my question is on the stress questionnaire that we filled. How do I, as a woman, handle stress? In the house, at work? So how do you handle stress? Because many of the things here are things that you have to do. That if you do not do, probably somebody might not do them for you. And you are running against time. So how do you handle it and still, be a mommy?
Okay, so I think the most important thing is having support system, because at the end of the day, somebody cannot do everything except you want to kill yourself. Yes, you will need support system. I know having a support system these days can be very difficult, but you can start with your spouse. That's a starter. So you guys can have a discussion as to what would you do, what am I going to be doing, when are we going to be doing it? Because I remember when we got married, the initial stage, I used to always want everywhere to be arranged and in order, until my husband would tell me, you will kill yourself. This thing you are doing, you will kill yourself. Calm down. It's not every time you are always wanting a particular thing to be in order. And when I took it very seriously at the end of the day. But this is what has helped. This was what helped. So this was what used to help before we got someone to help. So my husband used to help a lot. So this is what my husband used to tell me those days. I remember those days when, sorry singles, when he was, and you know that a man will always want sex. That's the truth. Even me as a woman too. But I remember those days when my husband says he wants sex and I'm saying I'm tired. The first thing he asked me, what did you do today? What caused that stress? I said, don't worry, I will do it. Yes. So that was before we got somebody. My husband will do it. If you do not like, don't worry, I will do it. So my husband used to, I'm not joking, he will tell me, I married you for
cooking and for sex. Don't worry, any other thing. You don't worry. So my husband used to help a lot. He would clean the house. Basically, what I was doing then, basically, especially in the nursing phase, used to be cooking, breastfeeding, and sex until we got somebody to help. So my husband, in fact, he used to beat the children at a very tender age. My husband is very involved, not just with the children, but even with the chores at home. That's why I said it has to start from there. So the two of you will have a discussion. Okay, me, this is what I can do. You, this is because he does not like cooking. So cooking was not even an option. And so I knew that I didn't, even before we got married, I knew he told me that cooking is not my thing. So I knew that cooking was going to be, and for any time I say I'm tired, we'll say we'll order out. So having that support system is very, very important. If not, as a woman, you break down because there's that mindset of, I want this to be in place. I want this to be in place. I remember what used to happen to me once I deliver like this, there's this energy that comes. I want to do this. You just feel like everything was not in order. I just want to put everything. You go, oh no. And we have that mindset of, as women, we are the homemakers. We have to put everything. Please, if your husband has strength in doing some of the house chores, please do let him do it. I don't wash. I paid that dues as a single in my mother's house. So by the time I was getting married, I told them, no, not wash. So even before we even got a washing machine, my husband, there are days I was saying, sweet, what am I supposed to press here? The first day I did the washing machine without help, I was very happy. So please, yes.
7 years in marriage.
So please, let's discuss these things. Let them know you cannot do it all. You are not Almighty God. So any day when you do your power, stop. You stop for that day. If you could not do your laundry, pack it in the laundry bag until there's time for it. Just know that at least you have backup clothes. Soup, for any day you can do multiple soups and put in the freezer, by all means, if you have good light. If you can contract it out, please, by all means, do it. You must not be the one that will be cooking everything. If you can order out, if you can order for somebody to make soup, please, people know how to cook. Or don't say, my husband was. I know of a woman, exactly. I know of a woman who was seriously ill. She was in the hospital, and even when I was trying to know from her if she was recovering well, guess what her problem was? My husband, though. I'm like, these few days that you've been on admission, has your husband been eating? See, but he does not like to eat out, but he has been eating out. She was on the sick bed. Do you know, after she came back home, she went back to the hospital. And you are there talking of somebody who is eating out and doing well, but you are saying the husband does not eat out. Please, let's be careful how we do this thing. So,
I think another thing about it is that for women, many women have the Messiah complex issue. The Messiah complex is that you try to be Almighty Rebecca, or no, Rebecca was not Almighty. Mary Magdalene, or you are trying to be Proverbs chapter 31, right? I actually want you people to be the Proverbs chapter 31 woman. I want every woman to be the Proverbs chapter 31 woman on a very serious note. But you know you are not there yet. I'm not saying that you have a broke ass yet. You don't. Or you and your husband are not yet rich, so you have not got it to that level. Proverbs chapter 31 woman is actually what every woman should strive to be. But you are not yet there. Because how many have said, you don't have one. Do you know how many house helps she has? She sees a land and buys it. She sees a land and buys it. They are still needing you, if your earpiece cut. If your earpiece cut, your husband needs to contribute. You need to call your sister to top it up. They are doing that job. They are doing that job for Christmas. That's not your level. You are not going to that program. So you should. That's the sincere truth. Every woman should strive to be a Proverbs 31 woman. Like, you should strive to be so rich, so powerful, so influential that you can do all these things. And it's just the truth. Some people are like, because the ignorant thing is that people see the Proverbs chapter 31 woman, and without telling what is happening, you know the way you beef rich people. That's actually what you have people agree to her. Hey, not because say your husband get money, not because say if papa help her get job for here. See the way he's doing things. See the way, instead of you to be asking yourself like God, when, like when will I get there? When she's coming out with 2-3 different cars, you are beefing her. Instead of you to be saying, God, when? Imagine when I get to this level. Some of you see people who are having many, they are cooking different things on social media, cooking different meat. You are like, where for the they see this money save, this and that. Instead of you to ask yourself, like, when will I get there? So the Proverbs chapter 31 woman is somebody every woman should strive to be. Poverty never tire you. You should strive to eat now. She orders things from Egypt. She orders, it's not from Temu. She
So I want my name.
It's not, so, okay, thank you.
Okay, so our time is almost up already, but I have a question.
You said I have a question. So tell me.
So the 2 questions because I have many minutes.
Okay, so my question is, what if you have a partner, like you guys are not married yet, but you have a partner, like you're talking to someone, and you guys seem perfect together, like every other thing aligned, but your job, like your career paths, they won't align child-wise, in sense that both of you will not be available for your children. What then?
Okay, my question is, you spoke a lot about discussing things, agreeing on things before marriage, so you know what you're working towards. Okay, so what of a case where you guys have discussed about something, agreed on it, but wanted to execute it before marriage, of course, but because of finances, right, you were not able to execute it, but there was this hope and faith that, okay, let's start the marriage, as we go on, as the finances come, we'll do this thing. Then in the marriage, your spouse changes his mind about the decision you both made and wants to do something entirely different. And you're like, what about this thing you want to do? This thing is very important to me. And in fact, it's a deal breaker for me. The only reason I said, okay, let's go on into the marriage without doing it is because I felt like, okay, we had faith, we are Christians, we had faith, and there's this hope that, okay, when we get married, when the money comes, we'll be able to do this and do that. So, but he's not budging. He wants to do the other thing, right? And you know deep within you that he cannot achieve the other thing without you. So me, on my own, I became laid back about the other decision he made. So he couldn't move forward with his. We couldn't move forward with the one we initially wanted to do. So there was no moving forward on both decisions, and both decisions have just been there. So how do you solve that?
I actually wanted to ask a question along that line.
Okay.
So
How many minutes do I have more?
So
How many minutes do we have more? What's the time?
budging, I'm not budging, he's not budging. And
3 minutes more.
there's
Okay.
no progress. The question on the agreement part, like what you want.
Okay, for me, I can be very self-driven. I can push myself by myself, but it's in seasons. Like the seasons can change sometimes. So now you are married and you have to work as a team. We talked about partnership, so you can't just begin to do things only you. You have to carry your partner along. Then sometimes when you are really pumped, that's when there's no energy, like corresponding energy to match up when you are pumped. Then all of a sudden you're like, okay, you begin to find out that the energy is, you are now trying to become, like, that's one of the scary part for me. Like, since marriage makes you one, you just find out that you are now letting things go, slide, and all. But you know that you can't really achieve so much. So how do you bring your partner to like face things as if they hot? Because okay, career path, everything, we're doing different things. So different interests better, but I'm not saying we have a connection where the purpose is together, but in the area where we don't really connect, it can be a lot to bring us together too. So how do you like talk about it and really execute it without having to over talk?
Okay, for that, two things. So let me start with this partnership thing, then the career part and the children part. Now, we should all realize that in marriage, especially for those who are less than 5 years in marriage, you are still in the season what we call the wood season, in the sense that you are still in the bush. People are still in the wilderness trying to find your way. Right? You are in the wilderness trying to find your way. You are trying to understand yourselves. You are trying to build into each other, and to make matters worse, children will not start coming. You see, children are a blessing and at the same time a curse. Yeah, it depends on how you manage it. Right? Because this is what is happening. The two of you are yet to understand yourselves. You are yet to blend into each other. Then the third person comes in. And all of a sudden, you are no longer trying to blend. You are not trying to take care of this person. Right? So the child becomes a curse. If you don't learn how to manage that blessing, it becomes a curse. So what gets to happen is that the first thing I will say, and that's the thing I've been sharing with people recently, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself in the sense that allow time. Many times we think that we are right only in our own eyes. Other times we feel that we are right and the other person is wrong. But you see, it is many times it's at the end of the day you know who is right or wrong. Not at the point of the decision making. It's not at the point of the decision making that you know who is right or wrong. It is after it has been executed and you look at the result. It is the result that determines whether, see the investment the devil made in killing Jesus Christ. Right? It was the wisest decision. That was a master strategy. He planned the guy, gave the guy a better embarrassment. But the moment the guy died, he reviewed the result and saw that everything was out. Now, there are times your partner may actually be wrong. But I will say this. Number one, remember that you chose this person. And number two, remember that the success of your marriage depends on the two of you working together. And so I usually say things is that you want to always review and review and review. Once upon a time, we said we are not going to have a domestic staff that was more than, was he 16 years old or 18 years old? Not more than 18 years old, something like that. We will not want a domestic staff. Today, I don't think I can ever hire a domestic staff that is less than 25 years old. I cannot. Right? So over time, what happens is that you review. Oh, I don't think I will ever do this. Then you review again. They are forcing me now to review having 3 children. Right? And they have been forcing me successfully. They have forced me for 3 years. I have not done vasectomy. I was telling somebody today, my insurance is still running. The insurance is not used to do vasectomy. It's still running. It has not expired. But they have held me down for 3 years. So we are reviewing. So imagine I decide to make my own decision and I've done vasectomy by now. And I'll be firing blanks. Right? So, do you get it? What you do is that you keep on reviewing. You keep on reviewing. The problem with many people is that they have decisions cast in stone. Now like this, we don't talk. Now like this, it must be. Then, the one that makes those things very tiring is when that decision is not based on factors you cannot control. Number one, money. All of you will agree that according to your plan, you are supposed to be richer by now. Or see your life. Just look at you. You are still trusting God to eat dinner. You understand it right now? Now, what it means is that once that one thing has changed, every other thing gets affected. That's the funniest thing. You may think that it's just money, but you see, one decision here affecting every other thing. So you have to keep on reviewing again. It's like, who was I talking to? Is the person I was talking to? Somebody I was talking to. I said, just the fact that my electricity bill and my data bill has changed, has affected the full family finances, because you have to start restructuring. Okay, already you're the person I was talking to, right? You have to now start restructuring, because from 17,500 for my internet is now 30,000 naira, right? From 10,000 naira electricity is now about 60,000 naira. So you have to start restructuring everything again. And that is what many of us, we are not willing to do. It may take you, let me tell you the truth, it may actually take you about 5 years for you to reach just one decision in your marriage. Love is it patient?
Yes.
Abi is long suffering.
It's patient.
It's patient and long suffering. Sometimes it can take you 5 years, but this is the good thing about it is that whenever the two of you agree, you'll be able to run. Right? And is it possible that maybe you are not convincing your spouse well, or maybe you are not presenting it well to your spouse, or sometimes if you are not presenting something well to your spouse, it can be the problem of your spouse. Because suppose say maybe it's the tone at which you say it, or the time at which you say it. Sometimes it can be their own head. Their score, they don't want to hear words. Right? Now, this is the thing. Because, for example, I don't believe, my wife will say tone, but me, I don't believe in tone. I don't care whether you are shouting on me or you are saying it. As far as you have said it, I will take the information that you have said and I'll work with the information. I went to school, they shout at me. I went to different places. They shout at me too. Oh, yeah. Our administrator just said our time is up and we need to close. So, right, you get that right now. That's something you should understand. Now, for those kind of people, what you do is that you want to expose your spouse to other people and other events that will communicate to them in the way that they will hear. Because some people say it's the tone at which you said it, but the sower sowed the same seed. It was the same seed that fell on stony rock, that fell on fertile ground. And at the end of the day, Jesus Christ now said, mind how you hear. Yeah. So it is actually not what the person said, it's your hearing that is the problem. Because it was the same seed that fell on stony rock, that fell on the one with tongues, that fell on where birds took it and fell on fertile ground. The same seed. But one person's ear was stone. The other person's ear had tongues. The other person's ear was gathering birds. But another ear. Are you telling me that ear that grew thousands, there were no birds in that community? Why is the birds not eat it? Do you get it right now? So, lastly, before we call it a day, last question. That thing about it is something, this is where you need to draw the line. Number one, not everybody needs to have children. No, it's just the truth. Everybody does not. We wish that you have children. We wish that you will multiply. But some people should not, because of the way that they have structured their life. But some people, because of their career and the rest, the two people want to pursue their career, and now the children have to become the victims. Wait, when you are finished pursuing your career, come and have the children. If you cannot have it that time, there's still surrogacy, there's still IVF. Come and have it at that time. It's just that when you are 60 years old, you'll still be attending PTA. That's just different. When you are 60 years old, you'll be attending PTA. That's why some of you, it was pension your father used in training you. When he was working 35 years, he was doing single. He was only fine boy. Because pension wasn't taking you to school. Ladies and gentlemen, so for couples like that, we usually tell you something. Don't have children for the time being. If not, unless you are willing to say other people should raise your children. In psychology, once a child is 5 years old, most of their mindset and worldview is already fully formed. So if you cannot give that child that first 5 years, then don't even give it to the child, just wait. Unless you are willing for somebody else to train the child. Or one person is willing to compromise. One person. Like for example, I chose right from time that I'll be a work from home dad, so that my wife can pursue her career. I made that decision in the year 2005 or 2006 that I was going to work from home. At that time, there was no COVID. There was nothing like work from home. We did not have Zoom or Google Meet at that time. The best we had at that time was Skype. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you. Can we please stand up as we close? And I want to use this opportunity to invite you for Better Marriages, September, 3rd Saturday of September. If you want to put it in your calendar, we don't know where it will be, but watch out. People know the reading me. Anyway, got it. All right. And you can also join our community By the time we close now, you can do who did I meet. You can meet people right now who did I meet. And I want to say a very big thank you to all our volunteers. Thank you to Mr. Abayomi. Can we please celebrate him? Thank you. He's a professional photographer. He decided to volunteer to us. Thank you to Oroluwa, my personal PA. I usually say she's Oroluwa, so she's always my PA. Thank you to Lashe. Where is Grace? Where is addition? She's outside. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to Tulu, my authorized special administrator, and my executive assistant, and thank you everyone for coming. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord give you peace on every side. In the name of Jesus. And the scripture says, it won't be long now, God's decree. Things are going to happen so fast, your head will swim. One good thing fast on the heels of the other. You will not be able to keep up. Everywhere you look, blessings. Blessings like wine pouring on the mountains and the hills upon you. God, your God, says so. In Jesus' name. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. So there are codes that we have outside, that details I have outside that you can use to give us feedback. So give us feedback for today. Ensure you give us feedback. And let's take a picture. Should we do a group picture? Yes, we can go down. Let's go out. Yes, we can go down. Yes, let's go downstairs and have a group. Thank you so much, everyone.
How far are you there? Edo people.